Accept no substitute. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Titli's Busy Kitchen with me, Titli. My stepdaughter is coming to stay and she's vegetarian, so I'm going to make her a vegetarian lasagna, but not just any vegetarian lasagna. Oh no! I'm going to make the best vegetarian lasagna. The first thing I need to do is to make some meatless meat sauce. So I've got 1 onion finely diced, 2 sticks of celery finely diced, 2 carrots finely diced, a tin of tomatoes, and I draw your attention to the logo here, the luxury of simplicity. Say what? There's nothing luxurious about canned tomatoes. 115 grams of lentils, any lentils will do, and to make the point I'm using a mixture, a tablespoon of tomato paste, a tablespoon of dried oregano, 2 crushed cloves of garlic and a veggie stock cube. Heat 2 tablespoons of olive oil in a large pan over a medium heat, add in the onions, the carrot, the celery and the garlic, and saute for about 5 minutes until the veggies start to go soft. Once the veggies have softened, we can add in all the other ingredients, including these luxurious simple tomatoes, together with 450 ml of water. Mix well and bring to the boil. Season with salt and pepper. Now partly cover and allow to simmer for 20 or 30 minutes until the lentils are soft and most of the water's been absorbed. Now while my meatless meat sauce is bubbling away, I'll make a white sauce, and for that I've got 500 ml of milk, 40 grams each of butter and plain flour. I like to add cheese into my white sauce, and I've got 150 grams of cheddar cheese. Now you may not want to add cheese, and my attitude to that is very simple. If you don't want to add cheese into your sauce, well, you can just not add it, okay? Melt the butter over medium heat in a pan. Once the butter's melted, add in the flour, whisk, and cook this mixture for 2 minutes over a low heat with whisking. Now add the milk a little bit at a time and whisk between additions. If you don't do this, you'll end up with a clumpy roux. And no one wants a clumpy roux. Bit more. Whisk. And each time the milk's been incorporated, add in a little bit more milk and whisk it in. The sauce starts to go from a lumpy mixture into more like a creamy consistency after a while, but still keep adding the milk a little bit at a time with whisking. Once all the milk's added, you should end up with a nice smooth sauce. Now bring it gently to the boil. Now as it comes to the boil, it will thicken up a little bit more, and just as it's getting to the boil, turn off the heat, lob in the cheese, if you're using the cheese, and whisk the cheese in. It'll melt its own way into the sauce. Yellow cheesy goodness. Meanwhile, back at the meatless meat sauce. Oh yeah, this is looking pretty good. I think this is just about ready. So now I've got my lasagna pan and a bunch of dry lasagna sheets. Spoon a layer of the meatless meat mixture onto the base of the lasagna pan. Then we'll cover with a layer of lasagna sheets. Just break off the corner to make it fit the pan. That's fine. Now pour on some of the sauce, cheese or no cheese, your choice. Just spread it around evenly over the pasta. Then lob on some more of the red sauce. And just keep building up layers in the order meatless meat sauce, pasta, cheese or no cheese sauce until you run out of sauce or pasta. Now notice with this second layer, I'm doing it in the opposite way to the way I had the first layer. Now if you want to, you can sprinkle on some grated cheese. And I do. So I'm going to. Now I'll pop this in the oven at 170 degrees C for about 30-35 minutes. Lovely sizzly lasagna. Nom nom nom. This is the best vegetarian lasagna recipe. Now, some of you may say that you've got a better vegetarian lasagna recipe, but I would just like to point out that this particular recipe was voted #1 vegetarian lasagna recipe by readers of What Lasagna magazine. And 16 people can't be wrong. Join me next time in Titli's Busy Kitchen with me, Titli Nihan. Until next time, Khuda Hafiz.